everyone, it's Hunter and welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, it is so nice to meet you. Today's video, I am giving you guys a tour of my baby's nursery. I desperately wanted to film this before my baby was born, and then she was born early, so I never got around to it. She is 3 months old now. Her name is Poppy, and we're standing in her nursery, and I'm just so excited to show it to you. I'm really happy with how it turned out. It is not exactly how I wanted it in the beginning. I had different plans, but the way that the room kind of like fit and everything, just like it didn't work out. But I'm really happy with how it turned out, and the overall vision is what I wanted it to be. So before we get started, I would love it if you guys would subscribe to my channel down below and give this video a thumbs up, and let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so this room is quite small. I don't know if it's smaller than our office or if our office is smaller, but the bedrooms in our house other than our master are pretty small. This room comfortably fit a queen size bed and a nightstand, and that was about it. So it's not a huge room by any means. And also everything that I can link is linked down below. Also, one last thing is that all of the big furniture, we either already had it or we purchased it used on Facebook Marketplace because we did not want to spend a ton of money on a bunch of new stuff. So this is what we've got. Let me just show you an overview and then we'll go around the room. Okay, so when you first come in the room, here's the door. Hold on, I'll show you from this direction. So when you first come in the door, this is like where the closet is. So I am planning to put a picture right here. I've got actually some picture frames underneath the dresser that I need to put up, but for now they're here because I don't know how I want to hang them. So this is empty for now. Pictures will come soon. And then the door opens up this way. There's literally a cobweb, but the door opens up that way, so that's why there's nothing on the wall there. So the first thing you kind of see when you come in is this view. So there is this side table. We had this side table that we originally purchased for our old house. We had two of these. We gave one away, but thought this would be perfect for her room. This was also the side table in this room, like the nightstand, when we had a queen bed in here. So we have her humidifier. It is the Frida Baby humidifier, and I got this as a gift. I did register for this, but it has a nightlight on it if you want to have the nightlight on, if it'll turn on. There it goes. Okay, nightlight, it like rotates colors, which I think is cool. We don't typically use the nightlight on this, but it is nice to have the humidifier part on. It's blinking because there's no water in it. So, but we use this at nighttime because it is cool mist and it just helps with like allergies and stuff. Then we have the best thing we've ever purchased, this little mini fridge. Lots of people buy these for skincare fridges or for like having soda in their rooms. We use it to store milk. I exclusively pump breast milk, so she is drinking exclusively. She's exclusively breastfed. We don't nurse. So when especially she was first born and she was eating every 3 hours, we were having to go downstairs to get milk and bring it up here, and when you are sleep deprived, the last thing you want to do is go downstairs to fix a bottle. So we pre-make all the bottles with the amount that she drinks, and we bring up what she needs for the night and put it in the mini fridge. We usually bring 2 to 3 bottles because it just works that way, and it's also really nice to have this in here, so when I do wake up in the middle of the night to pump, then I can just put the milk in here, and when I go downstairs in the morning I can take it with me, so I don't have to worry about it sitting out for too long and going bad. So I highly recommend. I think this was like 50 bucks, and when she no longer has to or when she no longer is at all sleeping, like when she sleeps through the night consistently, she is sleeping through the night pretty consistently, but she still wakes up at like 6 or 7, and I don't want to go downstairs at 6 or 7 to go get the milk. Plus her last feed of the night is usually around midnight, so when I come upstairs for the night, I just bring the milk up here, and it's nice to have. So anyway, that's why we have the mini fridge. Highly recommend if you do that, so that way you're not like bringing a cooler or anything up. And we just keep it turned on and plugged up all the time. And when she gets to a point where she can like stick her hands out, we'll move it further away. And then we just have a bunch of books and things, some toys, and then same thing on the bottom, and then more books underneath the shelf. So there's that. And then we have the crib. She actually does sleep in her crib now. We started out in the bassinet, but she just sleeps better in here. So this sheet is what I based the colors in this room off of. So this light pink is what is here. here. And then I used like this, either I think it was this color, like the darker color in this thing, or maybe it's here, I don't know, for our accent wall. But this is the crib. Like I said, it's from, I got it from someone on Facebook. I think it was like $50. It came with the mattress, but I did get a new one. But the sheet is from Caden Lane. It is literally so soft, and Caden Lane sheets are very expensive, but they're very soft and they wash very well. And also it is like the main statement piece in this room. So instead of having like an accent wall that had a bunch of like patterns and stuff on it, and instead of having like tons of prints all over the room, we have this, and I'm obsessed with it. Oh, also the crib brand is Delta, but that's pretty much all I know about it. So yeah, there's that. And then above the crib, I have this shelf, and let me adjust it properly. Have this shelf, and I am obsessed with this. This was like such a vision for me, and I painted this art on the wall. It was so hard, and I found out after I painted this that they make decals that you can just stick on there. Would have been so much easier, but whatever. I'm not sure what this paint color is called, but there is this sweater. I got the sweater itself from Amazon, and I did the embroidery myself. After doing the embroidery, I realized why it was so expensive to buy one. And then I have this little headband that matches, and it matches the sheet here. And then I have this, which has her first and middle name, Poppy James, on it, and I got this from Etsy, and she's actually worn this, so when she's not wearing it, it's obviously just a hanger, but there's that. And then this print is from Hobby Lobby. I really liked the flowers, and these little flowers have some matchy things in there. And then the shelf itself came in a 4-pack on Amazon, and I just have it turned upside down. And here are the other ones. But before I get there, I also have this little basket underneath, and it just has some extra diapers. Someone gave me this with some toys in it as a gift, and thought it was so cute, so I wanted to display it. So there's that. Just have her sleep sack right here. This is the one we used last night, so that's why it's hanging on the edge here. Have another one that's drying over there. I did not pick blue on purpose, but they just happened to be blue because those were the ones that I could get used. So there's that. Then over here in this corner, I have this basket. I got it from Aldi actually for like $15. This basket has a bunch of toys that she is too small to play with at the moment, so that's there. And then we have this blanket that Mason's aunt knitted for her, which is amazing. And then we just have like a graveyard of sleep sacks there. So that's fun. And then we also have this heater, like this space heater. We literally only turn this on when we are in here, so it's never unsupervised, and we don't leave it on through the night. We usually just turn it on when we come in from the bath because we don't want her to be cold, and then we turn it off as soon as we leave. So I promise we're being safe with the space heater, because like it's close to the curtains and everything, but when we're in here with this, the curtains are also closed, so it's not as close. So just be aware of the fact that we don't use this when it's not safe, okay? And also how it's plugged up. We will eventually move this when she starts moving, but for now this is what we've got. And same with the monitor. This is the Vava monitor, and I just have it on this mount that I got from Amazon. This was a gift. And then again, we'll figure out the cable management when she starts moving. And then these are the remaining 3 shelves. So they are like the mount on the back of them is so that you can do it either this way or this way. So we just have a bunch of books on here as well. I made this book for Father's Day. Guess How Much I Love You, Love You Forever, The Day God Made You, Oh Baby, The Places You'll Go, When I Pray For You, in case you ever wondered. Just a bunch of different books. And I have this cutie little crocheted deer I got from Etsy, and I think it's precious, and I just thought it made a cute little addition to the shelf. Then I have all of her sunglasses here, which are still too big for her face. And then this is a little like stacking toy. It is precious, and she's definitely too small to play with it now, so that's why it's up here. And then when she can play with it, I'll bring it down and put more books up here. We also have great prayers, great and small prayers for babies, and first Bible word. How fun. So that is that area over there. Next we have these curtains. It's hard to see in this light, but it's green, and these were ones we had left over from my apartment when I lived alone, or lived with a roommate before we got married, and we just put them in here as the guest room, and it actually worked out that there is green in here. They're not blackout or anything, but they work well for naps. I don't want it to be like black in here when she's sleeping for naps and it's dark enough in here at night. So those curtains. And then I have this cart that I actually got for my 21st birthday, and I'm almost 27, so I've had the cart for quite a long time. So I'm gonna sit down to tell you about the cart. So we started out having this cart in our bedroom as like a diaper middle of the night changing cart, but we quickly realized that taking shifts this in the middle of the night was better for us when she was eating every 3 hours. So instead of both of us getting up every 3 hours, only one of us was getting up every 3 hours. So we would take turns, midnight, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock, whatever. It just made it so that we were individually getting longer stretches, so we were not so sleep deprived. And since I'm pumping, that worked really well for us. And so now I'm the one that primarily gets up in the nighttime, simply because my husband worked during the day and I can take naps when my baby sleeps, so it's not a big deal. But because we started taking shifts, we started to come into the nursery before, when she was sleeping in the bassinet. We would bring her from the nursery from our bedroom in the bassinet to the nursery, and we'd change her, and we'll get to there. And then we'd feed her in this chair. And so we weren't using the changing cart that we had, so I transitioned it into a pumping cart. So I have a jar with like lids, and I have these bottles, which I pour the milk into once I get finished pumping. I've got all of my extra pump parts on here. More pump parts I'm gonna pump once I get finished filming, actually. So all of the extra pump parts. I've got some medications. I've got gripe water, Tylenol, and gas drops for her on here, as well as vitamin D drops. And then I have 2 different pumps. So this is kind of how it's organized right now. Not very organized well. This sometimes has a lot of stuff in it, sometimes it doesn't. We've got some extra pacifiers here, this pump and this pump, and then some just like extra breast care things. So like these pads, this cleaning spray. Again, all of this will be readjusted when she can move and get into this stuff, but for now this is what we're doing. The tubing for whatever, the cord, since these use the same cord, I have one downstairs, so if I want to take one of these downstairs I can. So I just have one plugged up, and because I can only use one pump at a time, I just move this from that and back and forth. And then over here we have a mess of cables. Again, we will fix this by the time she can move. We just gotta figure it out, but we have time to figure it out because she can't crawl yet. So just so you know what's going on, there's that. And then from there, it is next to the chair. This chair is also used. If you can't tell, there's like stains all over it because I pump right here, so like when the milk overflows and it like goes down the chair leg. So yeah, I'm really glad we didn't get a new one now that I've stained it all over the place from pumping. But it's really comfortable. It's just a gray chair. It doesn't recline, but it rocks and it swivels, and this chair has gotten lots of use. And then this little pillow is just from Target, and nice little decorative thing. We did have a boppy in here also, but we used the boppy in my bedroom more than in here, and we just prop her up on it when we're feeding. And then this blanket is from TJ Maxx, and it literally matches the wall perfectly. And then we have this lamp that is hanging on the wall. Again, with the cords, we'll figure it out later, but this lamp shade is from IKEA, and then Mason kind of just like finagled this stuff, and it has this cute little light, so it's good for the middle of the night because it's not so bright. So yeah, there's that. And then we have this felt hamper, which is a dupe from the Parker Baby Co. one, but I got it from Target for $13. And then this cutie little space over here. This was originally over here and vice versa. So again, when she can stand up, sit up, whatever, then I will move these so she doesn't pull them down, and I'll put something else there, maybe flip it upside down and put books in it. But for now, there we are. Anyway, because I initially wanted this to be on the arch, but this didn't work because the crib was too wide this way. But anyway, I have these pictures from Mix Tiles, and they were so easy to hang up. I wish this was sponsored, but these are just some portraits we got taken of her as a newborn. And then this is just the, I think it's Munchkin. The brand is just the Munchkin changing pad. Everybody talks about like the Kikaroo and all of the ones that can like easily be wiped down, but they always put something underneath the baby anyway. Plus, this is a cover, and it keeps her like from being cold on the mat, but then the mat is also wipeable, so definitely much more affordable option. This is the Mushy brand, I think. Honestly, it stains really easily and it picks up a little easily, so honestly the ones I got from Amazon are much nicer, but whatever. Then we have, this is the first generation Hatch sound machine. We got the first generation used, so that's why we have the first generation, but I highly recommend. It's so nice to have. It's a nightlight and sound machine, so we have the nightlight on red at night and the white noise sound. Then we have this little wipe dispenser from OXO or OXO, however you pronounce it. It's nice because you can just do it with one hand, and because of this thing is a weight, it's easier to pull wipes, especially if there is a mess, so that's nice. And then I have this basket from TJ Maxx, and we have all of our diapering essentials and after bath care, so her brush, obviously some diapers, and then this is actually leftover Aquaphor that I couldn't squeeze out of the tube, so I cut the top off and squished it into this little guy so that we wouldn't waste any. Then we have hand sanitizer, Aquaphor, some lotion, some spray Aquaphor, and then some Tubby Todd all over ointment. And then the dresser, also from Facebook Marketplace. And then I got the knobs on Facebook because on Amazon because I didn't like the ones that they had. This is a mess. These are all clothes that fit her right now. This is like burp cloths and changing mat pads. The bottom drawer is all clothes that are too big, so I'm not even gonna open it. This is where we store extra diapers and wipes. This is a mess. There's socks, hats, bibs, care things like the Nose Frida filters, diaper rash cream so in case she ever gets a rash, baby sunscreen for when she can finally wear that, some more Tylenol, some more lotion and things like that. And then the bottom drawer is just like extra linens. So extra crib sheet, extra swaddles, blankets, and all that fun stuff. And then we have the Ubi diaper pail, which is so nice because it uses regular trash bag. And then we just have a box of trash bags back there so we don't have to look for them every time. And then here, this is actually crooked on the wall. Let me fix it. And here is her bow hanger. The story behind the bow hanger. We made this bow hanger. When I say we, I mean my mother made it with some ribbons and some wooden dowels from Hobby Lobby. And then we just got these shower curtain hooks on here. And the reason we made it is because all of the pre-made ones just didn't have what we were looking for. We wanted a slot to clip a bunch, but we also needed a spot to put these guys. So a homemade one was what got the job done. Here's her closet. It's full. We're not gonna go through that in depth, but anyway, that is the whole nursery. So that's all I've got for today's video. If you guys enjoyed it, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Also, the name of the paint on this wall is called Earth Rose by PPG, but you can get it in any paint brand. So yeah, I'll put that in the description box in case you're interested. And it perfectly matches the sheet, which is called Rin's Wildflower from Caden Lane. So anyway, that's all I have. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.